Hey guys, Brian Gleis here from the Scott Insurance Agency, and I've got Brian Sweet here from Freedom Restoration and Roofing. Still coming at you with a series on claims about what's going on when the claim hits. I can't even remember what year this was. I want to say it was like 2015 or something like that. There was a brutal hailstorm came through. My phone was blowing up. I was helping people all day long, getting them hooked up with roofers, getting their claims turned in, setting up the inspections, everything that needed to be done. It was during the summertime. I got home around 7:30. It was still light out. My phone rang. Brian, I'm kind of walking in my driveway as I'm pacing, helping this customer out. And as I'm helping this customer out, I'm looking on my back deck and I'm looking in my backyard. And I says, what is all this stuff everywhere? Well, what it was siding, and it was roofing, and it was everything else. Now, in that particular instance, Freedom Restoration and Roofing was the one that handled the claim. So I want you to talk to me about the claim process. Client calls me, I enter the claim. What I generally do with the client is I say, do you know a roofer that you've used and you trust? If the answer is yes, call that roofer, have them meet my claims adjuster on your roof on X date. If you don't know of a roofer, we have resources and you can talk to these people, find out which one that you want to use. If it happens to be Brian and Brian's sitting down with you, tell me about that claims process. You're writing up the estimate, kind of walk me through it.
So if I am fortunate enough to work with your clients, we do it the same way every single time. We're going to come out to the house. Schedule the time to meet with the homeowner, and first thing we do is we get up on the roof after introducing ourselves and kind of tell them a little bit about who we are. We're going to get up on the roof, we put a GoPro on our head, we get a video inspection for the homeowner. We want them to see the damage that we're seeing up there without them having to get up on the roof themselves with us, or to go try to assess damage on their own. So once we show them the damage of, hey, this is, it's either still watertight, but it might leak in the future, or we do have enough damage, hey, we're going to get a tarp going on this. We're going to walk them through protecting their home next, immediately. Then we meet with the claims adjuster out there after the claim's been filed, and we go out there to meet with the claims adjuster. We typically have an insurance estimate already written up for the insurance adjuster.
Right on.
Make his job or her job super simple. This is what you should be paying for all of the damage that we've already recognized out here as storm-related damage. So we hand that over to the insurance adjuster. He can either say yes or no to whatever line items we have in there, but we want to help the homeowner maximize their insurance claim, that everything is paid for in one swoop. So we hand that over to them. They're going to say yes to it because it's all reasonable and legitimate, and they're going to be writing the homeowner a check for the depreciated amount of the home. So they remove the deductible and depreciation on the front end. That's typically going to be your first check or your actual cash value. We come in, we perform all of the work that the homeowner needs us to have done for them within that claim, and then we submit our invoice over to the insurance company to say all work is complete. The homeowner receives the second check, which is their depreciation check, makes them whole minus their deductible. They pay us the remaining balance, and we move on to the next one.
So guys, I want you to know that was just crazy. The reason why it was crazy was because he just broke down my parts as well. All of the insurance things, as far as the first check just begins the work. Once the work is done, Brian submits the final invoice. It releases the rest of the money to you, less your deductible. So Brian, you guys you've done this, you've talked to the claims adjuster, everything's went well. You get up on the roof and there's an issue. There's an issue that you weren't able to see until you got everything off. Now what?
So very simply, it's a supplemental process.
Bingo.
So what happens so many times is that everybody goes out, we assess the damage. Yes, we all recognize the damage, but 15 years ago or 10 years ago, a roof was placed on top of the existing roof, or the old roof. So they might cut back 3 feet from the edges, and now we've got a 2-layer roof, but you can't actually notice it until you start tearing into it. Very simple process. Me and my guys, we start taking photos, documenting the issue, the supplement that we are asking for the insurance company to pay more for. We document all of that. We put that into the insurance estimate. We send that over to them. They say thank you. We'll pay it on the backside.
Right on. It's called a supplement process. The same way works with an auto body guy. An auto body guy does the estimate, gives the estimate to the claims adjuster, but once he takes that panel off, yikes, didn't see that. Same thing with Brian, once he gets the roof off if there's issues. But the key that I want you guys to peg on right here is Brian said that he is talking to the claims adjuster. He's working hand in hand. He's not telling you to go work with the claims adjuster. Now, we're gonna get a little waffly here because my roof is trash. Brian's going to replace it for me. I had a 15-year shingle, a 20-year shingle, I don't know. But by gosh, I want to do it right. If I'm going to have Brian do it, I want to do it right. And how high of a shingle? Is it 30-year? What's the best shingle out there?
Lifetime shingles now.
Oh my gosh. Lifetime shingle. I want to upgrade to a lifetime shingle, okay? Now then, I'm going to answer part of this up front. Can that be done? Absolutely yes. But understand that the insurance will pay to put back like, kind, and quality that was on the roof before. So you can negotiate that with Brian.
Yep.
Brian will negotiate it with the claims adjuster. The money will be paid. There will be out-of-pocket expense by you, the client, for that betterment and upgrade. Did I say that right?
You did. Insurance, their only responsibility is to indemnify, right? Mm-hmm. That is exactly your responsibility on the insurance side. Now, we always give our homeowners an option. Do you want to improve upon what you currently have? Now would be a great time to do it if you were planning on doing home improvements anyways. Mm-hmm. Now would be the time to do it with a majority of your bill being paid for, and you only have to pay for the difference.
And I'm going to give you another example. When Freedom Restoration put my roof on my house, we picked out the shingle. Brian, and in this case it was Jason that sat down with me, and Jason said, with the shingle you picked out and we've looked at your roof, I need you to know that your roof, the way it sits right now, really doesn't have adequate ventilation in order to keep the manufacturer's warranty in place. Mm-hmm. So Jason started talking to me about a vent ridge thing. Yep. All right. So tell me what a vent ridge is so I don't screw it up.
So ridge vent is pretty simple. We ventilate the very peak of the roof by about 1.5 inches on each side. That allows the airflow, the air that's trapped in the attic space, to adequately leave the attic space along the entire home. So we run this ridge, this vent right over top of the ridge, and then we shingle over top of it. It's 100% watertight, but it allows for that attic space to breathe. So you're not getting mold buildup. You're not getting humidity that's building up in your attic space. Not to mention, on a Missouri summer day that's 100 degrees, that attic space is probably about 160. And if that air has nowhere to move, it's cooking not only the inside of your house and you inside of it, but also those shingles. So you're losing a lot of your lifespan off of those shingles if you don't have adequate ventilation. But
what I can tell you is that the ridge vent or the vent ridge isn't nearly as cool as the whirlybirds that used to be on the tops of our houses during the summer.
If you like getting up there and putting a little WD-40 on something every once in a while, looking for an adventure, go back with the whirlybirds.
Our whirlybirds were unique because they had BB packs in them where the BB gun would hit them.
Oh, absolutely.
And we would get in trouble as kids. Now, on this ridge vent, vent ridge conversation, for me, what I can tell you is the addition of that vent ridge was a betterment to my roof. The reason why I bring that up is because insurance did not pay for them to cut that vent ridge in. Now then, when I have an expert sitting across the table from me and he says, I really need to do this or else it's going to void the manufacturer's warranty, it was the right time to do it. I had the person in front of me giving me the expertise to do it. And it's the reason why I want whoever you work with to be local, whoever you work with to be an expert in their field. And I know you guys have certifications from Owens Corning. You do training. They're not just, they are cool things to have on a business card, but it's not just fluff. You're going through hours of training and certifications.
Absolutely. I mean, I schedule, typically every quarter I'm scheduling at least 8 to 12 hours of additional training outside of the office where I'm going and bettering myself and my education so that I can train my guys to exactly what the industry and the manufacturers are wanting us as the installers to be doing.
Right on. So at the time of claim, it's stressful. When the claims adjuster comes out, wow, there's a possibility he may sit down and talk to you or he may do the claim and leave. With COVID-19 in play, There is zero contact adjusting, so they don't even see you. They don't even talk to you. Having someone like Brian, in my case it was Jason, sit down and walk through that claim, tell you how it's going to work. I can tell you not everybody does that. Not everybody does that. We, as far as your insurance agent, are here to help as well. But I like to surround myself with people that have the knowledge and the expertise that I don't to make it easy. And the steps that Brian just detailed makes the claim easy. You will sleep better. I will sleep better. Everybody's happy, and it creates a good thing. So guys, thank you for watching these videos. We appreciate it. Brian, thank you for being here. Throw your number out for me.
1-800-833-0423.
And most of you already know me, Brian Gleis, Scott Agency, 636-456-8633. Thank you. Bye-bye.